morning. It is Monday and it's time for me to do my February vlog. So I've got a few things I need to do today. I've got breakfast ready. I have got to bath Nebula, who is our little Herman's tortoise, who is 4-ish years old. We bought her a few weeks ago. So yeah, I need to bath her this morning. And I've got a couple of phone calls to make today because I'm starting a new job and need to change my car insurance to include business purposes. So I need to do that this morning as well. And I need to try and get my passport renewed. So I'm going to see how much of that I can get done on the computer as well. But yeah, I thought I'd do a little vlog because one of the other things I need to do this week is try and get the gingerbread blanket finished. It is the last week of February and my aim is to try and get it finished by the end of February. So I am on week 6 of the pattern, which is all of the final border rounds, and I know it's going to take me some time because obviously the rounds are very big now. But yeah, I thought I would set up my camera today and just see what I get up to. And then, yeah, so it's kind of like a little crafty vlog as well. I'm going to see if I can get this blanket done. We might not get it done today, but I will take you along for the process this week and see what we get done. I do also have a wizard frog from October that needs to be sewn up. So he is down here already. All the pieces are in a bag, ready to go. I just need to get the instructions up on the laptop and put him together. So yeah, there are a few things to do this week. So we're going to see if we can get them all done. But I thought I would just take you on for a little cozy vlog. So yeah, I'm going to grab a cup of tea after this whilst we wait for Nebula's water to cool down, and we'll get crocheting. Now this mischief maker is Mikey. He is our adopted tortoise. He's about 16 years old. Thinks he's smaller than he is. And likes to wreck things. Mikey. There you are. He likes to climb. He's very destructive. So it's now 12 o'clock. I have bathed Nebula. Can you see it? There she's done Nebula has been bathed. I've just finished washing everything up. I've done the washing up as well. I have put in a load of washing. I've had to clean one of the log pieces from Mikey's enclosure. So yeah, I'm going to sit back down and try and finish this round on this blanket, because I think I'm on the last side now of this colour. So we'll see how much I can get done. I think I'm going to give myself like an hour, and then I will phone my insurance company, or at least try and get in touch with them, because I've never had to change anything before. So yeah, I'm going to sit down and do some crochet. Okay, my dad sent me a parcel last week. They tried to deliver it on Friday, and I was in training, so I've had it re-delivered today. And I've just opened it up, and I'm like, what is this? So I know it's from Taskmaster. And the bag just says rug. So I'm like, where am I going to put this? Oh dear. The things my dad sends me, I've just dropped it on the floor. I might put it in my craft room, actually. We'll see. There's also a little Groot Bluetooth speaker, which is quite fun. I might have to have that down here, because I usually just use my phone. There's a Jack Skeleton Christmas mug filled with, I think it's hot chocolate. Yeah, stuffed with hot chocolate. That is not going to go back in there now. And there's a couple of other Day of the Dead themed bits in here as well. I don't know what's in the bottom. Oh, it's just padding. So let's have a look at what the last two bits are. This, I think it's meant to be a blanket, but it's a really thin, like, lining sort of material. So it's more like a hanging piece. So I may have to try and find somewhere to put that in my room upstairs. And then the other thing that's in here, I think these are just patches of fabrics. So they're all different Day of the Dead scrolls. Oh, there's a yellow one under here as well. So yeah, I think there's a theme. What do I reckon? I might have to try and stitch all these together. So we'll see. Let's see what we can do with it. My dad is very good at finding stuff that I like and basically just putting it all in a box and sending it to me, which is what he's done twice now. So yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with it all, but I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, so this will be great for listening to my audio book on Audible and still being able to do other things on my phone, because that's where I listen to Audible. But yeah, I'm going to go put the rug upstairs, put the mug in the kitchen, and then I think I'll get back to... No, I can't go back to crochet. I have to do one of my 2 jobs today. So one was to update or renew my passport, and one is to phone my car insurance. So I'm going to do the car insurance first because I need to log in for that first. So yeah, we'll do that and then we'll get back to crocheting. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I managed to get almost 4 rounds onto my blanket yesterday, so my aim today is to get that done. It is really sunny outside, but it is raining. Not that you can see it because it's so fine, but it is raining, yet it's really sunny. Maybe we'll get a rainbow at some point. But yeah, blue skies. It looks like it's going to be a nice day today. Yesterday I managed to log on to my e-learning. I also sent off my PVG application, which is a disclosure. So in England it's a DBS, here it's PVG. And I updated my car insurance to include business use, and I tried to do my passport, but it kept coming up that the website was blocked. Apparently they have a new system in place, which isn't working. So I've got to try and do that today. We'll have a look, see if I can get that done today. Yeah, so I'm going to sit down and do some more of my blanket. I want to try and get at least like the main border rounds done, because I don't know what's in between the border rounds and the fringing. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that's what my plan today is, to do that and then try and do a couple of the mandatory e-learning tasks that I have. I've also got a couple of bits I need to film today as well. So yeah. And we need to bath Nebula again. She's getting flaky around her neck, so might be a good idea to bath her again. So yeah. That's today's plans. So I thought I would sit down. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. I've just had breakfast. And get all nice and cozy and start crocheting. So it is gone 2:30. I have just finished the Gentle Jade round on the border. What I have actually been doing is turning to do the peaches rows, so I'm working from the back, and that's purely to try and square it off, because what I noticed is, you can probably see a little bit here actually, can you see that the gingerbread sort of twists outwards, so it almost goes like a pinwheel. So I thought if I flipped to do the smaller rounds, the double crochet rounds, that it would sort of square it off a bit. So I'm hoping that's worked. I'm going to put it on the floor and check it in a minute. But that's me done. All that's left is the fringing, which I'm super excited about. I have managed to watch up to, I'm now on episode 7 of the first series of The Traitors. I really enjoyed the third series, which was recently on, so I thought I would go back and have a look at some of the previous ones. And yeah, that's what I've been watching whilst working on the border. So I've got all of that done, and it's time to do the fringing. I can't work out whether I can't decide whether I want to do it as it says in the pattern, which is, I think it's red along the top and then greens down the sides, or whether to alternate the fringing. So I do one green fringe, one red fringe, and alternate that to sort of keep them all together and maybe balance it out a bit. I don't know. So I'm going to play around with a couple of ideas, and then yeah, because it seems very simple enough to do the fringing, so I'm looking forward to doing that. But I just need to decide whether I'm going to follow the pattern or alternate the colours. I don't know. But yeah, so it's 2:30, so I'm going to grab myself some lunch. You can probably hear Nebula rustling around in the background. She's been very active today and making lots of noise. So yeah, I'm going to grab myself some lunch, and then we'll try and get this fringing done, and I'll finally have this blanket finished. Very much looking forward to it. I've been playing around with this border now, and I don't know if I like the fringing, because it wants to sit forward instead of sitting straight. I don't know, it's very tactile though. What I have been doing is alternating the colours. I did at one point think maybe I won't do the green at all and I'll just do the red and white, but I quite like alternating the two. Maybe that's why it's sitting forward, because I'm having to carry the yarn at the back, but I don't know. And they're also all leaning to one side. Yeah, so you're supposed to do 2 double crochets between each tassel, and I'm doing 1, so that I've got sort of even space in between them all and it's not so gappy. But yeah, I've only done like that much so far, so it's very time consuming, but yeah, I don't know whether there's too many on there because it's also rolling, or whether it's just because it needs a good block. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't know whether I like it or not. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is go to the end of this side and then put it on the floor and have a look and see what it looks like, because I can go the whole way around with these. I've got enough yarn to do all 4 sides by alternating. So yeah, let's keep going. I've got all the way to the end and it's still kicking up, so I think I'm going to pull it all back and just try it in one colour and see if that will make any difference. It's now Wednesday. It's very much the afternoon. I have done 2 of my e-learning modules. Are they called modules? Today. And I have finished my gingerbread blanket. So I'm going to do the drop video in a little while. But I needed something that I could just work on without concentrating on. So I've grabbed my granny square blanket, which I love. It's so soft as well. It's made using King Cole Cherish. And yeah, I love the colours. I love the feel of the yarn. And it's just super simple because it's a granny square. So that's great. I have weighed all of the leftover yarn from the gingerbread blanket. Put that all onto my Ravelry page for it and project page. I have finished a chocolate bar. Yeah. And I have finished series 1 of Traitors. So it's been a productive day already. Or did I? Yeah, that is what happened today. Yeah, so I think I'm going to finish the round that I've started on my granny square blanket. Maybe do the second round so I've got this colour done, because I'm changing colour every 2 rounds. So I'm currently doing a green round, just using a 4mm hook from Crochet Society. This hook has been with this project from the beginning, so yep. I'm basically on to ball 2 of each of the 4 colours that I have. And my aim is just to finish all of those. Yeah. So that's what I'm currently doing. But what I also want to try and do today is the heel of my socks. Yeah. And actually get a start on my Cobra as well from the TOFT Dye Club, because I've not put a video up today on YouTube. For the last few weeks I've been putting up the gingerbread blanket, but because I finished it today I can't put the video up because I haven't finished it. Yeah, so that's where we're at, and I think I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea and have some biscuits. I had breakfast this morning. I had a fish finger sandwich for lunch. Nebula has been extremely active and has not stopped walking around her enclosure. I think she's pretty much finished all of her food as well. So I'm going to put some more in for her and see if that will calm her down a little bit. Yeah, so that is the plan for the rest of today. I was going to try and go into the office to do some of the e-learning, but I decided to set myself like some limits. So I did 1 module this morning, then finished the blanket, then had lunch and got out this blanket, and then I've just done another module. So what I'm going to do is have a look at how long the next one is, because they're all roughly about an hour, and I might do that whilst I work on this blanket. But yeah, we'll see. So I will check in a little bit. Yeah, it's Thursday afternoon. It's 1:30. I was hoping to go to Greenock to knit and natter this afternoon, but I was waiting on a parcel to be delivered and I didn't know whether it was a TOFT box, which I would need to answer the door for, or whether it was something else. So I was waiting for that, and I didn't want to have a shower in case I needed to open the door, and I didn't want to be in the shower whilst they were trying to deliver. So I'm showered, clean hair, but you can really see the greys now. Yeah, so I've decided not to go. I figured I can get more done here, so I've just done a quick little video of me unraveling all of the CAL blankets that I have, so the crochet alongs that I've done, including this one. I have 3 other blankets down here, but they're not, I don't count them as crochet alongs because they're Advent CALs, if that makes sense. All the others have been done outside of like Advent. But yeah, so I've just done that. So I'm going to try and put that together later. I need to get footage off of my phone onto the laptop for various different videos that I've been working on. And I have been working on my knitted sock. So I now have another stripe. I have finished the green and white stripe there. I'm doing the heel flap, so I'm only working on half stitches. I had Kirsty help me last Thursday in correcting what I had done here, because it was really tight and cinching in like that. And I know it's not supposed to do it as much as it was. Turns out I was twisting the slips and my stitches. So anyway, we've now worked out a method on how I can slip and knit all the way along, because the way I purl is different and it makes everything tighter. So yeah, we've had to work that out. So I've added in, I think I need to do 16, I need to go back and forth 16 times. So I need to do 32 rows in total. I have done it 10 times. So I have done 20 rows. So yeah, I need to do 6 more repeats of that, and then that's done, and then I can get someone to help me do the next bit. Yeah, so there's that. That hasn't taken me long to do that, so I think I'm going to do that first. I also have in here a little robin that needs finishing. I think I've almost finished one wing. I need to finish another one, get him all sewn up, and then add his beak and tail. And then he's done. And then that gives me one more robin to work on for my mum, I think, because I think there's only one in here already finished. Yes, there's only one in here. So yeah, I have the body of the second one done. I have his legs in there as well. I'm just working on the wings now, so that's that. Last night I made a start on the Cobra from TOFT Dye Club. Yeah, I think I did like 30 rounds or something. So I've got that to work on. But I also need to do my Imaginists makes as well. So anyway, I'm going to finish these two first, these two bits that I'm working on. I've got myself a cup of tea. I've also got the wizard frog that needs to be stitched together. So I might be able to do him as well today. And that will give me a couple of little finishes, because tomorrow is the last day of February. And tomorrow I will be filming my podcast. So I want to get a few more bits wrapped up today. So there we go. But yeah, I'm going to have my cup of tea and some biscuits as always. And I might put traitors on whilst I do the robin, because I don't need concentration for that. I'm going to sit and do my sock first because I need to concentrate. Yeah. And then I might actually do some more e-learning as well this afternoon. And Nebula is very active again. Yes. Also, I went to bed last night. I had pain here, like in front of my ear, and it's still there. It feels like a lump just in front of my ear. And last night I had pain down here. So I'm wondering whether it's my wisdom teeth, because my wisdom teeth are sideways. They're not even like angled, they're just completely horizontal. So yeah, I had paracetamol before I went to bed and I kind of slept okay. I got really irritable though. So yeah, if it hurts again, I'm going to karate tonight as well, so I don't want to take paracetamol before I go to karate. I don't know, I'll work something out, but there we go. So yeah, that's today. I am going to sit and get a few bits done, put some more traitors on and do some more e-learning. have finished my little robin. There we go. Now, I have just had to undo the top of his head and redo it, because what I realised is that I'd done the same thing wrong on this one that I did on the very first one I did, which I had to redo. And one of the rounds is 15 of the ruby and then 15 of the stone. But you do that for 3 rounds, and I'd only done 1. So when I went to put the eyes in, there was nowhere to put them in. So his beak is a little bit lower than the previous 2 robins, and his eyes are a little bit bigger as well. So this is the one I made in January, and this is February's robin. So obviously when I put them next to each other, this one was like down here. So yeah, now I have 2 robins. I need to weigh the yarn though to see what I've used. I have now used all of the stone, and I have made a total of 3 robins. So yeah, I'm going to work out how much of the cream and the ruby I've used to put those on my notes, and then I can just divide it up between the 3 of them. So I have 1 more robin to make, so I need to find another ball of stone in my stash. So that is currently in there. And yeah, it's 5:30, so Ralph will be home around 6-ish. So not very long. I have got, I think I'm on episode 7 of season 2 of The Traitors. I'm going to sit and do this now, because I haven't done this yet, as I said I was going to do. So I'm going to finish off the last 6 repeats on this one, which should get me the red and white stripe done, and maybe into another brown stripe. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I'm going to sit and work on now until Ralph gets home. I've got my karate stuff all ready to go. So I just need to fill up a water bottle, and then we can get out the door around 6:30. And yeah, I think Ralph's going to do the second lesson tonight again, because he teaches in the first lesson. So otherwise he doesn't actually get to train. And then just making sure my TV does not turn off. Yeah, and I think I'm going to go to Maddison's and do a little bit of shopping whilst he's training. Otherwise I'll just sit and crochet. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We'll sit and knit until he gets home, and then we'll head off to karate. Thank you so much for joining me for this February vlog. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the making process and getting to watch me finish the gingerbread blanket. I have also got some photos that I'm going to add at the end for you as a sort of reel for the office for my new job. Is based in Abbey Mill, which is Anchor Mill, and they used to make all the anchor threads and yarn and things like that there. So I've got lots of pictures of the museum pieces, and I hope you enjoy watching them and having a look through them. So I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.